Since I got back from the Oregon workshop, the last day of that workshop was the 17th of November. I have not picked up a camera. I have not fired off a frame.
Oh,
Holy cow. You remember how to press the close all
we
button?
are so out of practice.
No kidding. Yeah. We should have photographers in cars practice.
Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Spencer.
Good evening or afternoon or...
You sound like the Truman Show. You know, if I don't see
Yeah.
you later. You
Oh,
know,
right.
Good afternoon, good
To
evening, and good night.
whomever, whatever time zone you are in and whatever time you may be
Yeah.
listening to us, good day to you all.
We are back in the car.
Yeah.
It has been... It must be at least 4 weeks,
It's
maybe
been a-
5
it's been a
since we
while.
actually sat in the car. Yeah,
It's been such a long time.
it seems like a lifetime ago. So
Well, now why was that? Why did we have such a large gap?
both of our schedules got busy, and
Yeah.
that's just how it worked. I mean, I bounced back and forth between both coasts of the U.S. for, between 3 and 4 weeks.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
so
it was-
it's actually a month and a half then since the last time we sat.
we
in
actually
this car.
sat down. Yeah,
And to prepare for this podcast, I had to remember how to do some things. I was like, how do I get these cameras to talk together?
It took. I want to say the setup took 15 minutes, and usually it would take
Gosh.
4.
Yeah, we're usually very quick, but I was like, I don't remember how to use these. But so you've been traveling.
I've been
you've been
traveling
doing workshops.
around, and then you've had like family shoots going on because of the holidays coming up, right?
Yeah, I actually we're here to park in San Diego because I have one in about 45 minutes.
Right.
So that's just I'm still kind of in it, but it's starting to wane off, because at this point you got to get your Christmas cards out.
Yeah. So
You
it's
know?
the second week of December as
Yeah.
we're recording this. So
So that's what my schedule has been, and it's just been like boom, boom, boom. Anytime there's light, shoot, like have a family and let's go do some pictures. So that's what I've been up to, and and on top of that, there's life.
well, that always happens. Yeah, but because I'm trying to think of the whole the schedule thing because. Yeah, it was mid-October or so we did our last recordings. Then I went off to the East Coast for a week, and in between that, was barely here. You were starting to ramp up on the family shoots. Then I was gone for another 2 weeks for workshops. Then it was Thanksgiving, and that was in the middle
It's a
of all of it.
whirlwind.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of things stacked up, and so we're finally back together, catching up.
I count this time as kind of like a downtime where I can just blah. I can just talk.
Which is really good for all of you. You can just hear him spew random syllables.
Oh, it's nice. I'm sitting here. My sheet's nice and heated. It's nice because if I'm not here, I'm out taking moving, having gear that's in the back of the car. If I'm at home, I'm moving cabinets because we're getting a kitchen remodeled. I have paint on my hands from all the late night painting from anyway. So because it's been such a long time since we hung out, what have you been doing photographically? What's news?
So, dirty little secret. Since I got back from the Oregon workshop, the last day of that workshop was the 17th of November. I have not picked up a camera. I have not fired off a frame. It's been almost 4 weeks.
Sorry.
And parking mode is on. Thank you, Ms. Tesla.
Thanks. It's been 4 weeks since you picked up a
I have
camera.
not fired off a shot in 4 weeks. And based on what I was planning on doing after this, the conditions aren't right for what I wanted to do, so I probably won't be pressing the button again. I've been writing a ton. But so what was the 4 weeks? Like the compressed version? Or
Yeah,
probably the highlight of it for me was definitely the workshops. That's by far the most fun thing to get out with other photographers, share space, trade stories, have fun with the cameras. And so, it was 2 weeks in Oregon, 2 separate workshops. And, it was...
it was intensive.
Well, it was tiring at the end of it. I had a little bit of a break between the two.
Yeah. You got some content, though, I saw.
Of course. I'd take a few photos. And really, it is a few. Some of the shoots I would take 5 or 6, and that was it, because that's not why I'm there at that point, A couple of days I get in between, that's when I'll do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was definitely the best part of it. Acadia was really nice too.
Yeah, Acadia's beautiful.
That was really nice too. Yeah. Yeah. That one was purely for me. So that's where
I really wanted to join you, man.
I still got. I mean, I've barely even cracked open those photos. I had no time after the trip.
But it's a kid in a candy store. I know you went there kind of like during peak fall season, and
the color was really, really good. I was surprised.
Gosh,
yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to join you, but that's when I kicked off Operation Kitchen.
You had life in the way, yeah. Wow. So what about you? So what's like kind of been the standout thing for you in the last?
I've been doing I have been doing a lot more drone stuff. I've been called to go do some drone projects.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm doing that on top of the whole like the taking pictures for the holidays and all that stuff. So I've been doing, I want to say the majority of my photos in the past month have been by drone. I went to the sand dunes. That was kind of nice. Trying to get some fine art stuff at the sand dunes. Sunrise at the dunes, man. I love it. I'll share you guys. I'll share a photo.
So these are the ones out like Glamis area?
Yeah, Glamis.
Like out on Route 8?
Algodones, I think is what those dunes are called. Algodones dunes. But yeah, just kind of doing more of that type of stuff. So, which is new. I mean, like a year ago, I really started jumping into the drone thing because it was a Black Friday purchase. And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I found my wings.
Oh, that is horrible.
No, so it's good. So I've been doing some of that. But yeah, it's
so I'm curious. You're getting calls from local businesses or stuff that want
or a client that wants a particular shot, or
that's cool.
I have something in mind that I know a client would probably like.
Oh, nice.
So I'll do stuff like that too. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's
awesome.
It's fun. At first it was freaky because you've got like over $1,000 flying in the air and you're just like, oh god, I'm not tethered to it.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of the same token of like the first time you get your new camera, and that's usually a multi-$1,000 thing. You take it out and you're like acting all ginger with it and everything like that. And after a while, you kind of get used to it. It's a tool. I'm sure yours is insured, so it becomes an annoyance when it dies or so forth.
Yeah,
but, it's not that I would want to have it crash, but you kind of grow accustomed to it.
Well, it's not so much the crash; it's what happened because it's RF and RF radio frequency, and you could, like what happens if it's just not that good and someone else I don't know, just like a lot of those thoughts entered my mind when I first started, but now it's just like you got to trust your gear, you got to trust, the RF strength is going to be good enough. You have to maintain visual contact with it,
sure, yeah,
with that thing flying, and then you get your shot, you enjoy it. You take it down,
Shorter windows of time, too, because the battery life is like 15 to 20 minutes on it.
Oh, no, this one's about half an hour.
Oh, that's pretty good, then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have to talk about, at some point, because I was really trying to hold off on Black Friday purchases, but we'll have to talk about that.
I was say, yeah, you mentioned that. I was like, I wonder how scathed you were after Black Friday.
Yeah.
I did really good.
Yeah, good.
Goose egg. Didn't buy a thing.
Really?
Nothing. So I'm done. We're done talking about that topic.
SD cards. SD cards are the only thing I bought on Black Friday.
Those are Scott Davenport cards. Those are really
They are. I was like, why on earth are you not giving me a deal on these? No, I got UHS-2 cards for the fast card readers in my cameras. Okay. My card reader writers. That's really it. That was it. That was the Black Friday purchase.
That's a good one then.
Yeah. So that's I think I'm ready to go back into these passion projects that remind me of why I pick up a camera.
So you're kind of entering what you'd call your quiet season once the holidays go through. Does it kick back up again?
Actually, yeah. So January is going to be kind of like the catch up. That's the one where I can look at my 2018 images and some of my 2017 images that I didn't process and go, all right, let's start clearing some space on the hard drive. Which one can I cull through all of my personal stuff,
Yeah.
And so, that January, and then as we start encroaching towards February, that's when people are like, hey, I'm going to propose. Valentine's Day, I'm going to propose. Can you go take pictures?
I was wondering if Valentine's going to be the one that picks it up next. Yeah.
So I'll get a tiny surge, and then there's like another month or so, and then all of a sudden senior pictures start having high school, college senior pictures, and then wedding season. So
Right.
yeah.
Oh, well, all right. Well, cool, man. Yeah.
Oh, this seat feels so good, dude. It's heated. I should have turned on yours.
I could not kick you out and just fade the video right here. Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Take care, folks.
Bye.